breaks my heart. They ain't believing us. We the best music. They play themselves. While you hating and being jealous, you could be over here embracing that love. More blessings, more life. God did. You either win with us or you watch us win. DJ Khalil.
They wanted to stop. Ooh. But look at us now. They counted us out.
Time to say
They didn't think that we would make it. They didn't bow our heads. But I know God did. Oh, that's sweet.
Those bad bitches screaming that I crash. Those guys only wanna see you last. Take a $3 million to break your checks. A club full of money, I still can't relax. Time spinning, Lord forgive me, I'm a sinner. Talk of your pride niggas. Wrong side of the petition, only for pride women. Better listen when I tell you I'm time in it. Please forgive me, God did. So leave me in the dark, swimming with the sharks. Dope boy, big car, feeling big as boss. Got a kilo on the plate, send them on the freight. Or I could go and buy a bank, I know my money's safe.
They counted us out. They didn't think that we would make it. They didn't believe in us. Oh, but I know God did. Oh, that's sweet.
Sky is the limit, every day I reach. They was tired of me winning, now they can't sleep. Don't want see me with the ring, better play D. Nigga God did his thing when he made me. With the odds stacked against me, I could take the bitch. I know only got the judges, I say hypocrite. They smell blood like a shark, they start acting fishy. While I'm out that ass and they gon' have to kiss me. Please don't hate me, just hate me. Before they overrate me, they gon' underestimate me. Funeral and wake me, bury me and excavate me. But I'm so cultivating, everybody replicating. Nigga face facts, dreadlocks, face tats on the apex. I made the culture what I'm doing, every nigga back. I fucked the world and what I did, I practiced safe sex. I prayed more and said, that's God did the rest.
They counted us out. They didn't think that we would make it. They didn't.
It breaks my heart.
Oh, but I know God did.
Where we at, go?
Oh, that's sweet.
Where we at, go?
Yes,
I did. Hope did. Please Lord forgive me for what the stove did. Nobody touched the billion until Hope did. How many billionaires can come from Hope crib? I count 3, BA and 3. Bronze and rock boys so 4 technically. I let the dope get in with my record claim. I turned the cocaine into champagne. I cleaned up out my deep with the same soap. Me and Laura talk about how we slang dope. Now the weed stores, can you believe this top? I put my hustle on the floors, can you believe this guy? Then we said fuck it, took the dope public. Out the mud, they got a face you now, you can't make up this shit. Judge you how you judge and say we gon' come. Nah, we just corner boys with the corner office. I'm at the cap table.
We'll be talking about Ayla Williams, a shooting star, and you'll see why I call her a shooting star. We'll be talking about Ayla Williams. She goes to Bentonville West High School. She plays for 6A West Conference. She's a guard in the class 229. She's 5'8", and she is from Bentonville, Arkansas. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about Ayla Williams. She's a shooting star, man. She's amazing. She has a high upside for a freshman guard in Arkansas. You will see that she has a high upside right now. She has been great coming in from junior high, from BIA, all that kind of stuff. She's been great from all over. But right now, her upside is high because she brings a lot to the table for not just her team, but for the conference and for coaches and a lot of just people. She's a key contributor to her team's success. She's going to bring a lot to her team and do a lot for her team. And, put her team in different situations that they ain't been put into, and help them out because that's what she does. And that's what she brings to the table. She's gonna help the team be successful because, like I want to say, West has been in the doghouse, and she's gonna help them, come out the doghouse completely and do some things that ain't been done, and put on the table. She's helped improve the team's overall record. Just right now in non-con, they've won a lot more games than they have prior to this experience, and they've done a lot of things that ain't been done, and that's helping them get steps towards they came out the doghouse a little bit last year, but now to get fully out that house, they're gonna have their team record is gonna prove, it's gonna show a lot for who they are, and so overall. She earned a varsity spot as a freshman. Yeah, as a freshman, that's a big goal to play, varsity as a freshman. For her to get that spot, be one of the kids out of her team coming in, being called up and say, hey, she can compete with the big dogs. She can compete with the best of the best. It shows a lot, of who she is and what she can do. And so her getting that spot is going to help not just herself in the long run, but help her team. And it's going to help them, do things that ain't been done, have plays that ain't been done and make, get records, get, awards, get things that ain't been done for the program and for their team in the conference because they have more high-level guards and high-level players. She is known for her exceptional ball handling skills. Yep, she can handle the ball well. She's going to, that's what she practices on, her dribble, her handling. So she is clean, crisp, and all the way where it needs to be so she can help get to spots where she can shoot the ball and do things that ain't been done because if your handles are not clean, you're not going to be able to get to your spot to shoot your shot. She's known for her shooting ability, high motor, and competitiveness. She can shoot the ball lights out 99% of the time. She can make that shot. Yeah, there's that 1% chance she doesn't make the shot. But when you watch her, you'll be like, man, she don't miss. She just goes. Does she ever miss? Not really. And you'll see that in her film. And you'll see what I'm talking about, where she can shoot the lights out. Her motor, it's high. It helps the team. When you have a high motor like that and you have someone who's all around, and that's going to, be where the ball is or be where the best player is at all times, it helps. It helps because it can help, make the plays better, the game faster. The team just play a lot better and do a lot better and, work a lot better. She's got good competitiveness. She's not just competitive in practice, in games, in training. She's competitive all over because that's what's going to help make her team better, herself better, and then just the overall experience better. Because if you're not trying to compete with, the man next to you or compete to a man across from you, you're not going to, not going to get any better. And that's what she does. She's not just going to compete with her teammates when it comes to practice and with training, and games. She's going to compete with the person, the team against, that they're playing against. Because that's what she does. She's going to put teams in different positions and what I call sometimes awkward positions. Because when you get a high-level guard like that, it's hard to stop. And it's hard to, go in there. She competes for one of the top teams and top programs in the state. Yeah, she plays for Bentonville West High School. And, yeah, they've been, had ups and downs in the past. But this year, I feel like it's their year. They're one of the top programs. They're in conversations and names, up there with Harbor, Springdale, Fayetteville, Bentonville, Northside. Because when you have players like that and teams like that in the conference, you're gonna be in a conversation like that when you have people like Ayla. You've had people coming with her like Maddie Reeves, Addie Sharp, Addison Greenlee, Hallie Sullivan. You had a lot, Eleanor King. You had a lot come in. And then you have Hallie Trader. You have a lot come in with her, and a lot that just came in recently in the program to make the program better and to make the program where it is because you have high level talent, and that's why they're going to be considered one of the top. That's why they're considered one of the top teams in the state because in their corner they're one of the top. But they also you can't forget about the Bryants, the Conways, North Little Rock, the Little Rock Southwest, the kind of stuff like that because you have players like her. And then when she's not playing, she's also active in her community, serving the community and just to make herself better, but, just the world better. She wants to make, help the young generation be better. And that's how you be a positive role model when you're out there serving, doing things, like going to elementary schools, reading books to the kids, doing things that just other people won't do because that's what high-level basketball players and that's what high-level people do. For where she adds, guard depth and perimeter shooting. They've had good guards, like Ashton Way, Reagan Cruzenberry, Madison Picer, and Greenlee, as Greenlee and all them. But she added, a bigger depth to that chart so they could, have different players to put in, have different people who can spark the game, have different people for better moments and different moments. She puts people in different situations to win and to put them in where you can help them out. And that's what she does. She has depth, so when a man's down, you can throw her, you can trust to put her in the game. You can put her in the game because she's gonna bring high level talent. And then her perimeter shooting, excellent. She can shoot that ball from the paint, mid range, 3-point shot. All three levels she's shooting, and it's green and it's money. It's that skibbity tap tap. She's got that type of shooting. She can put the ball in the rim and be explosive and be effective. She helps space the floor offensively. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, she is going to get that extra pass in or put you in a better situation, where she's getting an extra pass in or going, doing what she got to do, because you got to, if you can space the floor, you can get the ball in the rim different ways, either if from the 3-point land, mid-range, or the paint. And that's what she does. She brings that type of, spacing for the floor so they can do things like that. She has a high motor as a freshman, and she raised the intensity, not just in practices, games, or training. She raises the intensity all about for the game, for the sport. She does things that ain't been done. And having a high motor as a freshman is good because that shows coaches that they can put you in, and you're going to change the intensity of the game. Any intensity. She has a long-term piece in sustaining and winning culture at West. Yeah, she has, like I said, they've been in the doghouse. She's going to help them, win games. If that's, helping them offensively win the game, defensively win the game. That's going to help coaches do things that ain't been done. Because helping build a winning culture, is helping them win the games. Helping them learn how to lose, and, sometimes when it happens. Because it happens. You're not going to be perfect. You're not going to win every game. Sometimes you're not going to win every game. So you got to learn how to lose sometimes. You just got to learn how, how can I help my team win state, win conference, be an All-American, be an All-State, All-Conference, do that kind of stuff to help my team be better, because if I'm over in that type of situation and winning these type of awards and winning these type of things, we're building winning culture so kids want to come transfer in and kids want to come in and help the program. Or what you got kids with whatever you got with the kids. You have, you're helping them win and be confident that they can build a winning team, a winning culture, and a winning conference. Yeah, you seen her film. Look at her shooting the ball, lights out. Gets the extra pass, boom, puts the ball in and scores. Taking the extra pass and putting it in. In her own land, boom, green. Had 14 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Getting the steals. Had 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal. And then in that corner, getting that tough 3. Had 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Look at that stealing, going on the fast break. And then puts it in the ball and go and lays. Gets around defenders. Makes the extra pass to get her teammates involved. Had 4 points, 2 assists, 2 steals. Then look at her, stealing the ball, getting around traffic, making extra pass to her teammates. Stealing the ball, getting around traffic, making extra pass to teammates and stuff all the time. And then just going on her own run sometimes and making it. And look at it, pass to teammate. Got a foul, but still making a pass to teammates. taking the ball from guard, making it hard for him to get to the rim. Because when you have her out there, it's hard for people to get around. Had 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 4 steals, and that's her type of game. That's what she plays, and that's how she plays her elite game. And with that comes great stats. She had 11.5 points per game. She averages 4.2 assists per game, 4.8 rebounds per game, 4.1 steals per game, and her field goal percentage is 60%. With numbers like that, coming in your freshman year, starting off in your freshman year, that's exceptional. That's amazing, and that's good because not only is that where she's at right now, she's gonna rise and grow, and she's gonna keep building. She's not out there. She's gonna at the end of the season. She's not gonna cap out like this. This ain't gonna be her stats when she's done at the end of the season. She's not capping out at 11 points per game. Because I can see it going up to 15 points per game. 15.5, 14.5. I can see it going up that high because she's going to be in tougher situations, playing with tougher guards and tougher players, and and doing different things. And you see her assists, rebounds, and steals in the 4s. I don't see that at the end of the season. I see it being in the 6 or 7s because that's what she does, and that's what she's going to do. She's going to continue to grow and continue to get better as the season goes. Her field goal percentage, 60%. I don't see it at the end of the season. I see it being 75 or higher. I see it being in that type of range because she can shoot the ball. She can get to the paint. She can do things that ain't been done. She's going to elevate the game, and it's going to just change, and she's going to go up the elevator and just change. Right now, she's on offense. She's a reliable catch and shoot perimeter scorer. Yeah, when you get her that ball, she's going to catch it, shoot it, put it in, not miss 99% of the time. Like I said, there's that 1% of the time she doesn't miss it, but she is lights out from start to finish. She attacks, closes out, and makes smart reads. Yeah, she's going to attack, she's going to close out, and she's going to make a smart read like she has to. And that's why you can put her in against, big names, big teams, because she can do things like that, and she can, put herself in situations like that. She also can make the smart read, where she's, she's taking these steals, getting in the passing lane, making an extra pass to her teammates to make her teammates better, doing the things that ain't been done to make herself better. She also plays within the offensive. She plays within her offense and has a growing scoring role. She does not just get the ball. I'm gonna shoot. It's my. It's me. No, she does team before me. She puts the team on her back. Sometimes what I call it is where she's gonna put her teammates in better positions. She might be open to shoot it, but now she's gonna take the extra pass and get a teammate open so they can shoot it, and so they can get the morale up high, and so they can be comfortable to play, and so they can all just come together. Then when they all together, at the end of the day, it's like, oh, we build on top of each other. We build off each other. We feed off each other. That's the type of thing she does. She does not make it where it's all about her, and that's why coaches trust her, and that's why coaches put her in games in tough situations, because she's not going to just worry about getting points and win the game for herself. She's going to help her team do it and help find ways to get her team involved and active. And with that, she's growing her scoring role. She's going to score that ball a lot, but she's also going to grow it where she's growing her assists, rebounds, steals, and all that kind of stuff, because you're in different situations like that. Defense, she's active on ball defense with quick feet. I'm telling you, she's gonna put your guards in tough situations or awkward situations, uncomfortable situations, because her defense is just uncanny. Her defense is just amazing, and it's just elite is what I call it. Because you put on that ball, she's gonna make you pass if you don't pass a lot. She's gonna make you drive to a certain side you don't drive to. She's gonna make you do things you ain't done, because she has elite talent and she has elite defense. And her feet are quick. Watch her in the game. Watch her feet in the game. She's moving from one side to the other quick. It's going. It's like fast, like this. She's just moving, and she's at all paces, all spaces, because that's what elite guards do. And that's what elite talent does. She puts pressure on guard and anticipates the passing lane. Yeah. She's going to put pressure on your guards. She's going to do things she ain't done, because she has to play hard guards like Kaya McCoy, Matea Brown, Aubrey Sullivan, Jada Crawford, the Campbell twins, Sanaya Coachman, Jaden James. She's going to have to play the tough guards Riley Merritt. She's gonna have to play them tough guards, and she's gonna have to make them fold when the pressure comes. When she comes, she's gonna have to make them deny, and give up and do things they haven't done, because that's the type of talent and that's the type of energy she brings to the team, and that's the type of style she brings. She's gonna have to do stuff like that. And then with her anticipating the passing lane, she's there helping out, testing that next pass. She comes to the next pass, she steals the rebound, kind of stuff like that. Because with that type of motor, she's gonna help you get to where you need to go. And then she rebounds well for a guard. Yeah, as a guard, she doing dirty work that other people won't do, other guards won't do. She is gonna go there and rebound. There are a lot of guards sit there, shoot, and then play lackadaisical defense and don't do much. With her, that's not the case. She's gonna play high level defense, score when you need her to, and she's gonna rebound and get in there with play the big dogs, because she is one of the big dogs. That's what she does. Right now, she's continuously improving her in-game stats. You've seen her stats. She's working on improving them and making them better, and better. She's also working with specialized trainers like her dad, Stephen Williams. Having a dad who's already did some of the things that you're trying to do, like go play college and then go pro. He does some of the things, and he's working, and he got some good connections. He does what he got to do to help her get better. And other trainers she works with, like Ben Widger and stuff, to get better, to get to the next level. You got to work with trainers to get better, and you got to work with people who know more, who can help you unlock more. And with that, she does this in her summertime as well. I call it summertime for me, and just in general, I call it the grind time. And when you call the summer the grind time, one part of her grind time in the summer is participating in elite camps. And elite camps are not just, to get noticed by coaches, college coaches for her. Elite camps are for her to, get the elite coaching. Help build her skills to the elite level. Help do the elite things that elite players are trying to get to. And that's why she goes to elite camps, so she can, it's going to help her get noticed by college coaches, this and that. But it's going to help her get to where she needs to get by playing and doing elite things. She also plays AAU, such as AAL basketball. She's playing with good teammates like Eddie Sharp, Hadley Trader at points, and Riley Merritt. She plays with teammates. She plays with in school ball to help build connection, and she plays with some of the best, so she knows how it is to play with the best and play against the best. She gets that type of situation, and she does things that ain't been done, and that's pretty good for her. She focuses on her strength and conditioning. If you're not, my thing is, if you're not strong, you're not working on improving the strength and the speed, you're gonna let your talent you're gonna let the other players in your conference or other players in your sport get above you, and you're gonna miss opportunities and miss plays and miss things that you don't have because you don't have certain skills. With her, that's not the case. She's working on continuing to work on being fast, so her defense is fast and her game plays is fast, and her strength, so she can go in and rebound, do the steals, the blocks, and all that with the big dogs, and play with the big dogs. She's also focusing on improving her three-point shot. Yeah, she is. Her three-point shot, it's like I said, 99% of the time she's going to make it. But to make it 100%, she's working on improving that, so she can, expand her range or expand, and keep her shots clean, keep her stuff clean, so she can be, elite. Because that's where she's at. I think she's kind of at that frame right now. But she keeps growing and keeps working. She's going to be in that championship status. Because, like I said, she reminds me of Gigi Brown before she passed away. She has that Mambasita mentality. That mentality where it's not about me. It's not about what I can do. It's about how I can make other people better and my teammates better. And how I can be a leader. Because the best leaders make people around them better, and that's what she does. She focuses on making her defense cleaner. Yeah, you have to. You have to focus on making defense clean so you can win games and put pressure on guards and do things she's been doing, because her defense is good. You see, watch her backpedal, watch her slide, watch her shepherd, watch her do all that kind of stuff. It's good, but to keep it clean and keep it sharp, she works on it time after time, during season, all season, before season, just all the time, so it can be clean. And then she works on her mental game development. You have to, because that's how coaches trust you, and that's how coaches want to put you in the big moments, and they can, because like you said, watch her film, watch the stuff, watch her play a game. You're gonna see when she has to play Springdale, Harbor, Fayetteville, Bentonville, Northside, because she brings a lot to the table. And them games are going to be close. And them games are going to be, off your seat, on the edge of your seat type games. And she's going to be there making the games enjoyable, exciting, and elite. She's going to bring some things. Because like what Coach Cal says, I'm going to steal this from him, even as boy basketball. With elite players, with elite coaches, there's elite players, and there's elite games. And that's what she's going to bring to the table. That's what she's doing. She has to be ready for that kind of stuff. She's not scared when they put her in with this. She said this to me, and I asked her this. We talked about this before. She says, I love it when coaches put me in big games in tough situations, because it shows who I really am, and it also shows how I can help and how I'm getting better. Because like I talked to her and we said before, there's gonna be times you get put in these harder situations. You cannot fold under pressure, and that's where she says I will not fold under pressure, because I have been put in situations to win a final. And she didn't dream how to win a Final Four, and it was tough road and tough situations. And then about piggybacking off of that and going off of that, it's in her game she's playing in high school. The first one she was scared, she was ready for it because she had been training and putting the work for it. And that's what you got to do if you want to be an elite guard. I think in the future, she'll be projected to be one of the top recruits in the class of 2029. Yeah, she's already doing great right now. But I think, when it's all said and done, she's one of the top recruits, in her class. And she was, when you go back looking at that list, her name is in that ESPN 100, that kind of stuff. She has potential to be, play Division I basketball. I could see her, if she keeps working, keeps growing, keeps doing her thing, she could be joining Whitney Rogers at Arkansas, and who just recently committed there. And you can see her playing there and, giving, high-level basketball there and be being one of the whole town heroes. But I can also see her playing, UCA and doing like what Tucker did on the men's side from West, where you play at UCA and then transfer to a bigger school, and do the bigger things, because that's what she has in store. She is top talent, and there's going to be coaches who find her and, do her and take her and put them under their wing and put her into a championship type of player. She's going to grow national recognition. She's already been playing people like she did in AAU when she was playing people in Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, all over. You got to play people like that if you want to be the best and go ingrained national organization, because people are going to want to get the best. You got to play the best. You got to play all over. I can see her getting interest from the Power 5 conferences, because yes, she's elite, and with her being elite and her getting interest from Power 5 conferences, I can see also getting potential All-American candidate. Even if that's not her playing in the game, it's her getting recognized and nominated for that game, because she brings a lot to the table, and a lot just to the team, and a lot to basketball for the girls and for the women. And then she aims to play professional basketball. And with her aiming to play professional basketball, I see her in conversation with people like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Tiana Powpow, Paige Bukers, Candace Parker, Cheryl Miller, and stuff like that, because her game is just that elite. You're going to hear her in conversations. Haley Van Lith as well, not to forget to mention her. You're going to hear her in conversations with players like that, because she's like that, and she does things like that for teams and stuff. And she brings that type of atmosphere. With her AAO exposure, I believe it could lead to her getting early college entries by her junior year. Yeah, she's going to be that type of player, where coaches are going to want to have her. And by her junior year, she's going to be at a level where, you have to have her. And then her long-term potential as a college-level guard with shooting and defense values is amazingly high for her. And then she has strong potential for college scholarships. Yeah, she's going to be a kid where, you're going to see a lot of offers coming at the table. She's going to she's going to have offers at the table like Coachman does. She's going to be in that type of talk. And then she's aiming for, I can see her aiming, and she says she's aiming for, too, a state championship. Because with players like her, I believe West could win a state championship. And I think this year could be their year. She's going to be a multi-year varsity contributor at Bentonville West. Yeah, she's going to contribute to the varsity success. Hands down, no talk. She's going to contribute to that success. and do a lot for the team. And then I think by her sophomore year, her offensive role will expand. Where she is, you see what she did in that. You're gonna see what she does now her freshman year, and they're gonna expand on that by her sophomore year and do a lot. Well, that's my time. I've been a pleasure talking about this amazing talent, Ayla Williams. And get to know who she is, getting to see who she is, and getting to know who she is. Yeah, she really is a shooting star. I'm telling you, it's not. She can shoot the ball, and then she's a 1 out of a million. That I ain't never seen a talent like this. She's amazing. I'm gonna say it right here. Hats off to her, man. Keep up what she's doing. Keep working. She's gonna win. Do a lot more, and she's gonna help Bentonville West get to where they need to be, and put them in different situations. Well, that's all my time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy. Have a blessed day.